Hello and welcome to another episode of Handheld Gaming, your source of short reviews of hints and tips for all things handheld gaming. Today we'll be looking at Crysis Remastered on the OneXPlayer 4800U. First question, can it run Crysis? Hell yeah it can. I'm not sure about the original release from 2007 at Crysis settings, as I don't own it. In fact, I never played Crysis until the remaster came out on Switch, and we know what a hot mess that is. I'll give a OneXPlayer versus Switch review in due course. So when my friends were playing Crysis and paying a fortune for graphics cards, I was still very much deep into World of Warcraft Online and playing on a Samsung NC10 netbook. Yes, World of Warcraft ran on this potato. The only concession I had to upgrading it was putting 2GB of RAM in, up from the original 1GB. So with the release of Crysis Remastered, it was time I played the game. Well, I bought it. That's the same as playing, right? Wrong. So finally I've installed on my OneXPlayer 4800U. And what settings have I used? So first up, the game has an alarming bug, where it won't run unless you start the game in mouse mode on the OneXPlayer. If you try to load the game in controller mode, it gives an X input error and terminates. But press and hold the keyboard button to enable mouse mode, and then the game loads. You can switch back to controller mode once the game is up and running. The game itself recommended medium settings as its optimal settings, which I agree with in this case. Set your video mode to 1280x800, anti-aliasing to SMAA1TX, full screen window mode, and display frequency to 60 with VSync off. No need for a high power Windows power saving plan, and you can run the game with the turbo button off. You will see around 40 FPS at 16 watts draw on the APU. However, switching the turbo button on in busier areas will see the FPS rise to the low 50s. The game is pretty playable in my view. To be fair, I'm bad at this game, but it looks and plays better than on the Switch. With the turbo button switched on, the APU is pulling around 24 watts, so the battery life will only be around 1.5 hours. Thanks again for watching my content. If you like what I do, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for updates on my latest content. Please hit me up with comments as well, your input is valuable. Thank you.